So I saw a Kellen Pastor tweet, who Kellen Pastor is a very smart person, extremely smart guy, and he posted that he was working on a. I made a couple of changes, but he said he posted this tweet and he got a couple of 4-1s. So the idea here is we use Enduring Bondwarden, Star Pupil, and Scorn-Blade Berserker, which notably are all human creatures that put +1/+1 counters on either each other or, in the case of Star Pupil and Bondwarden, additional creatures. So those are your 1-drops. Now it's important that they're all humans because you also have Thalia's Lieutenant, which also puts more counters on your humans. Now, where do we go from there? So you have a bunch of 16 1-drops with Knight-Errant of Eos, which you can cast this thing on turn 3 pretty consistently. And then the end game, you're looking to find sack outlets off of Knight-Errant, like Cartel Aristocrat, and I added a Fleshtaker. I don't know if this card's very good, but I wanted a 5th Cartel Aristocrat, and this is the best thing I could find. It's not nearly as good, but... And the goal here is not you can sacrifice like stuff like Bondwarden and Pupil to Aristocrat to move the counters around. You can combine that with Ozolith, where Ozolith keeps getting loaded up with the counters, even if you just sack stuff that got counters from Lieutenant. And then you return to the ranks, everything back, sack it all again to Aristocrat, and then it's kind of like a one-shot kill, because you can give the Aristocrat protection, and then just put 10 counters on it with Ozolith. So that's kind of the idea here. I don't know if you want to play a 4th Ozolith, but, there's a lot of cool stuff going on, for sure. I don't know if you have room for Luxodon, because you already have 8 Convoke cards. Like, can you afford to play more than 8 Convoke cards? I'm not sure that you can. The scene doesn't seem too bad. Okay, thank God. Thank the Lord. Could not handle another blue-eyed gamer. What's up, Perot? Kind of bit against control. Kind of bit against control. But it's fun. This deck is super fun to play. Green or yellow, dealer's choice. We haven't had yellow in a while, actually. Here. Mostly because it doesn't show up that well, but... I call. I will block your 1/2 with my 1/2. Is that yellow or white? When I look at it, it's yellow. Looks white to you? I mean, it looks pretty yellow. Does that look more yellow? Yay or nay? The camera might just not be able to pick it up, right? Does that look more yellow or does it look the same? That's not pink. Alright, I guess we can't do yellow then. Alright, we'll do green. Fine. There. You can have green. How's that? Yellow apparently just doesn't show up that well. Oh, I can't cast the Ozolith and the Bondwarden. Alright, I'll just play Cartel then. It looks white now. Be quiet. Stop. It's teal. Oh my god. Chat! There, how's that? Green? Green enough for you? Do blue because I love control? Yeah, absolutely not. Alright, I'm done. I'm off it. Alright, I'm off it. I'm looking at it right now and it looks green, okay? Killing me, chat. You're actually killing me right now. If they attack with Thalia, I can eat it for free, so... I don't think they want to attack here. Okay. I mean, we just, like, double 1-drop here, right? Double 1-drop tap land, and we can kind of go brazy next turn. Are they just, like... How close are they to dead next turn? They can't be that close to dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's just double 1-drop and chill. Counter on itself. I mean, I wish we could play the Ozolith. Cannot quite play the Ozolith. I could maybe attack there, but I kind of want to wait, because if they make me sack something, I want to put the Ozolith into play first. And maybe it was better to just play Ozolith and one of the 1-drops there, so that way, if they attack, then I actually, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to block this turn. They don't know that, but... Think VAT-X, or VET-X. What's VET-X? Oh, Veteran Explorer. Plus Cabal Therapy would be a fun addition to Modern. Cabal Therapy is kind of broken, right? Isn't Cabal Therapy just, like, ridiculous? Typically only played in unfair decks. I think Explorer is more busted. Yeah, I really don't think we can have Cabal Therapy in Modern. I mean, I love Cabal Therapy as much as the next person, but Doesn't mean that I think we should have it in Modern. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, Cabal Chat, 07s. 07s for Cabal Therapist. When I saw that card, I was super excited for it, and not a single person has ever registered it in any event ever. Just never to be seen again. They're attacking. Who are they attacking? It's so weird, because I don't want to block here. Because of the Ozolith, I just lose. Maybe losing one counter is fine. I do kind of want to eat the Thalia. Yeah, alright, fine. So I guess we go here. Okay. Okay, so I lost one counter on the Ozolith. Not too bad. Now we can go Fleshtaker, Ozolith. So sack here, sack here. That's 5 plus 2 more here is 7. 7, they go to 13. And would I have lethal next turn? No, because they can hold back Mutavault, right? Mutavault makes this kind of awkward. The return is pretty damn close to lethal. Because it's 7 and then plus another 6 next turn. Yeah, it's lethal if they don't leave back the Mutavault. Should we YOLO? Do we YOLO this? So bad if they hold back Mutavault. I'm just gonna pass. They don't have good attacks, right? Yeah. Oh shit, they can hopeful the Ozolith. That was definitely a reason to just do that now. Yeah, because the hopeful makes this really awkward, right? Like if I go all in on the Ozolith, they just hold up mana for hopeful initiate. Yeah. Damn it. I could have made a 7/7 there. Maybe I should have. Can they afford to sit back on 3 mana? Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is they currently have no attacks. They can't attack. Because I just eat something with Cartel. So, if they're not attacking and also not casting spells, it's probably a good place. Good spot for me to be in, right? Could make an 8/8. No, because each Bondwarden is 2. 1 from itself and 1 from the Ozolith. So I can currently make a 7/7. Oh, you're saying I can return to the ranks the Pupil back. But I want to return to the ranks the 2 Bondwardens, right? I can go sack Bondwarden, then return all 3, and then get more counters. Oh, right. Bondwarden onto Bondwarden, and then sack... Okay, yeah, you're right. I gotcha. You think I had lethal last turn? So Bondwarden, sack Bondwarden, counter on Ozolith, counter on Bondwarden. Sack Bondwarden... 3 on Ozolith, 2 on Cartel. That's only an 8/8, right? Pupil the Warden last combat. Well, I wanted to... Oh, I didn't need to kill the Thalia. I didn't need to put a counter on the Aristocrat, right? Because it was a 2/2 versus a 3/2. For some reason in my head, I thought I had to put a counter. Because for some reason, I thought the Thalia was a 4/3. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I could have done that instead. I should probably have lethal next turn. This is why I can't play this deck, because I have to do so much math. So much math. I feel like there's got to be a good chance I have lethal, right? A recruitment officer. So not holding up for hopeful initiate. I like that. Oh, but they're going to hold up the Mutavault, right? Yeah. Mutavault makes this kind of awkward. Are they not holding up Mutavault? Sure, that's fine. Yeah, that's true. Fleshtaker life game makes it awkward. Okay, I could upkeep Scry. Am I into doing that? Oh, how much math? Okay, so sack Bondwarden, 1 here, 2 here. Sack Bondwarden, 2 here, 2 here. So that's 5, 8, 3, 4. The Thalia making this cost more is kind of awkward, right? I wouldn't pro-white until the very end, but I don't think I have lethal because of the Thalia, right? Maybe I still just make a giant creature. I for sure have lethal? Really? I don't see how I have lethal, right? Sack 1 bond, then get back 2 things. I guess I could sack bond and get back 2 things, yeah. Alright, so sack this. We go counter here. Counter on Ozolith. Scry. That doesn't really change anything, right? You can play the Witness for free. That is true. Yeah, that's a good point. But the Witness doesn't add more power, right? So this name's anything but white. Okay, let's think about this again. So as of right now, I can just get back these two. Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. So return to the ranks, get back these two. Well, play Witness, return back these two. And then I go Bondwarden counter here, sack Pupil counter here, sack Bondwarden. Oh, okay. That's like super lethal, right? So it's 3, get back these two, counter on itself, sack this, counter here. That's 2 and 3. Sack this, counter here. That's 4 and 3. And then 3, 7. I think it's lethal, right? All right, we'll just take a draw step, because I think this is enough. Sack first, big warden counters on Pupil. Oh, so... Wait, okay, so you go... Oh, you go Bondwarden counter on Bondwarden. Sack the big Bondwarden counters on Pupil. Sack the Pupil counters on Bondwarden. Sack the... Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because you just basically, like, loop through them all. Okay. I got it now. Remember Thalia? No, we're fine. We're good. So, I don't sack this Bondwarden first, right? Well, actually, I can, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, then I lose the Convoke, right? Yeah, I can't do that. Sack Witness. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Okay, let's hope I don't screw this up. I'm just going to cast spells. So tapping these two. Okay, so let's figure this out. So this goes here, right? Sack this here, sack this here, sack this here. I think that's the way to do it. I'm pretty sure. Wait, why are there 2 triggers? I don't know why there's 2 triggers. Oh, because the triggers stack. Okay. I gotcha. Well, whatever. Yeah, I gotcha. Just don't name white until the last activation. Oh, yeah, this is like Omega lethal. Holy shit. This is cracked. Wait, this is busted. Yeah, this is like ultra lethal. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we name white, right? Yeah. Wait, this is cracked. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was insane. What the hell? Just a 28-28? No big deal? I gotta put that on Twitter. Where's print screen? There's print screen. Holy crap. My brother in Christ. So I hadn't realized at first, and now it's kind of like a revelation, I hadn't realized at first that when you go through the Star Pupils, it's basically doubling up on the Ozolith every single time. Right? So it's like you have a big pupil, you sacrifice it to load up the same 7 counters on the next pupil, but every time you go through that, it's 7 more counters on the Ozolith. So it's like tripling up your counters, basically. It's kind of gross. Jesus. Yes, I'm doing this on Paint. Don't at me. Don't at me, okay? I'm doing this on Paint. Don't make fun of me. Let me live my life. Professional streamer making screenshots on Paint. Paint's the OG, alright? Can you tell I'm a boomer by using Paint? Yeah, you're at 20 and you have 7 blockers? Okay, you're dead. Okay. Alright, what are we cutting for Fatal Push against them? We probably don't need the Specialist. Some of the more expensive stuff. I don't know. Fleshtaker was kind of good that game, just for the ability to, like, gain life and scry. Do we want to shave? Yeah, I guess we can shave, like, a return, maybe. It's kind of awkward against Thalia. Or at least 2. Maybe, like, shave a witness for a 3rd. Not bring in all 4. Let's try this. Alright, we gotta go to Twitter with this one. Twitter has to know about my 28-28 protection from white. Did not know that's how backup at Ozolith interacted. It's kind of sick, right? It goes kind of hard. And thoughts on just playing 4 Ozolith? Seems too greedy, right? Okay, this is better. I know everybody in chat wants to play Loxodon, but we already have 8 Convoke cards. Like, I think that's just too many. I know the card's super busted, especially with, like, Ozolith and the backup stuff. Like, I get it. I know why you want it, but I don't know. It just feels like it's too much Convoke at that point. But I could be wrong. Return is late game. Can you really get away with playing 12 Convoke cards, though? Also, what would you cut? Like, Loxodon is powerful, for sure. I think I missed on damage that game. Maybe I did. maybe I could have dealt more damage, perhaps. 4 Knight, 3 Loxodon, 3 Return. Sure, maybe like 10 is the right number. I could see that. Oh, I have this upkeep stop. Oh. Oh, right. That's not good. I mean, Ozolith still does trigger. I'm gonna play double Bondwarden here just so I can Ranger Captain next turn. I know Ozolith is leaves play, so it's not as bad as it could be, but yeah, this is a spot you would definitely want Hopeful Initiate. Do we have anything in our sideboard that kills Rest in Peace? We have nothing, right? Thoughts on making Fatal Push into Portable Hole? Because it still kills Misery Shadow too. Doesn't kill 3-drops, I guess. Oh, Rite of Oblivion? Sure. I guess, yeah. I ended up cutting the rights, but that makes sense as to why you were playing those, yeah. Yeah, maybe just play Rite of Oblivion. Well, this is awkward. Excuse me. Could go Beatdowns here. Let's go Beatdowns. I think I'm fine trading Witness here. Getting back my thing. I don't know if Beatdowns is the right move, but yeah, if I could have gone Ozolith Aristocrat, that would have been a good turn. But no third land. Stay up Lieutenant. Okay. Beatdown plan successfully thwarted. So you draw a second Lieutenant. I mean, I'm just going to play Knight-Errant here. I'm going to find a lot of Lieutenants, though. Alright, I'll take 3. Or I will not take 3. Maybe I'll take 3. This is a good blocker next turn, so. More stuff we don't really want. I mean, I'll take the 2 spells, but I don't think I want a second Aristocrat here. I think that Loxodon is another Lieutenant. Yeah, it definitely helps your beatdown draws, and against the post-board graveyard hate like this, like, if you go off on your opponent game 1 with Return to the Ranks, they're going to bring in the graveyard hate, and this is definitely a spot where I kind of wish that I had Loxodon. So maybe that's a good plan. Like, 4 Knight, 3 Loxodon, 3 Return, because you don't really want to draw 2 returns most of the time. As Loxodon itself is not a human, right? I don't think it is. It's like an elephant or something. Yeah, Elephant Cleric. Am I number 1 in the world yet? I mean, I'm number 1 in Twitch chat's heart, so it's a Loxodon. What's a Loxodon? How am I supposed to know that? What the hell? I mean, it's not a real word. Here, I'm gonna Google what is a Loxodon. Oh, is it like a real word? Oh, okay. The Elephant Folk of D&D. Oh, it's a D&D thing? I've never played a single game of D&D in my life, okay? How the hell am I supposed to know what a Loxodon is? Like, come on, dude. It's like an MBT thing. It's the hip new social network. Loxodon Smiter. Yeah, maybe that's a human. I don't fucking know. Loxodon Hammer. I mean, yeah, a human can hold a hammer. I'm just saying. Humans can hold hammers just as much as elephants can. I know what a Rox is. Rocks. I do know what that card is. It's an absolute banger. All right. Okay, we have tapped out. Not that there's much I can do here, but they have a 4/4 back to block. I mean, at 15, they revealed double Thalia's Lieutenant, of course. Jesus Christ. How do we ever win this game? Honestly, I think we just, like, go Beatdowns. Alright, Tech. You figure it out. Sure. Aristocrat? Maybe. I guess if we aristocrated that turn... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, because we had to play the Lieutenant first, I think, in order to make the Aristocrat better. But I could be wrong. I don't think we have any outs anyways. Yeah, we definitely have to go Ozolith next turn. Next turn is, if we draw a land, we can go Ozolith, Cartel. I don't know if we're surviving 2 combat steps, though, is the issue. Not convinced we're surviving 2 combat steps. Will this deck be in Arena? Yeah, Cartel Aristocrat. Somebody had asked earlier about this deck in Arena, but unfortunately, this deck is basically unplayable without Cartel. It's like what holds, basically what makes the deck tick. Like the whole reason to play Ozolith and all the, graveyard synergy stuff. So without Cartel, you really can't play this deck. Which is kind of sad, but no, this card's on Arena. It was in Ikoria. I think this is the only card that's not on Arena. Cartel was in Gatecrash, but it was in like some random side set, right? Like one of the master sets, I think. Yeah, it's so funny that this is the only card of the deck that's not an Arena, but it does make the deck unplayable without it. 9, 8, 5, 5. So I have to chump block 2 things. Alright, we don't have any outs. Game 3. Yeah, Lieutenant's on there. Lieutenant was in the most recent remastered set, Shadows of Innistrad Remastered. But I would like to point out that Open the Armory somehow was in Shadows block, and unfortunately was not in Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. So Hammer Time still not really a thing in Arena. Leg Scales deck. Green White Hammer will be a thing after Aftermath. What's an Aftermath that makes Hammer better? Cut more ranks. No. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. What's Danitha? Again, I haven't looked at everything in the new set yet. I think I've looked at like less than half of it. I want the Gobakhans here? You think so? Really? The cards are all so cheap, though. I guess you think Gobakhan on the play just for Rest in Peace? I could have maybe won that game if I just drew a 3rd land. Like, I had Cartel plus Ozolith, and that's how you beat Rest in Peace. I just never drew a 3rd land. Super awkward. So I think this is fine. Snowballs really well. Here's the thing. You have to remember that our creatures are almost always going to be smaller than theirs because they have Adelenes, they have, I guess we both have Lieutenant, but they have like a lot of 2-power 1-drops, so they're going to be able to profitably block most of our creatures, and it's going to be really hard for us to flip that card. So that's kind of why I'm not a big fan of it. I'm going to lean on Bondwarden, because later down the road I might want to draw a card off this if I kind of flood out. So I'm going to go this into this, probably. And then if I draw a land, I can double spell on 3. Invasion of Gobakhan. What's that one do? I'm pretty sure that one cost black-white, but I forgot what it did. Yeah, this is Pioneer Leagues. Yeah, I never forget. Oh, I gotta click on the link. I gotta click on the link to read the card. ETB, sacrifice an artifact or creature. When you do, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls. The problem is that thing can't hit, other problematic permanents like Rest in Peace, so it's a little awkward. But it could be okay. Like, if you wanted something like that, you might be better off, because I know Kellen had suggested Rite of Oblivion, so that might be a better option. Let's see the backside. I know it has a backside. I didn't look at it. So it's 4 defense. That's good, but I guess 1 mana to equip is pretty cheap. Maybe it's fine. Might be okay. If I play this, they don't really have good blocks, right? Like, they can double the Bondwarden, but then I'll just trade for the Hopeful Initiate, I think. And if they double Cartel, I just sack Bondwarden. Then we can curve into a 2nd Lieutenant, maybe. Invasion of Gobakhan's Rite of Oblivion at home. I mean, it has a little bit more upside because of the backside, but you don't have Trample or Evasion. Yeah, you just have Cartel, right? That's your only evasion. Must be like a bad internet connection over there or something. Yeah, Luxodon? Or not Luxodon, Knight-Errant, yeah. Yeah, you have a Knight-Errant. 2nd Lieutenant about to go brazy, though. They also are potentially dead if we draw Ozolith? No, maybe they're not quite dead. They're really close to dead if we draw Ozolith, though. How many relevant permanents does right hit that Vanishing Verse doesn't? Multicolored permanents. Like, there's not really that many. Kind of want to play a 2nd Lieutenant here, so I can go beatdowns with Cartel. So let's do that. What'd they reveal? Did they reveal nothing? Oh, nice card. They must have misclicked, right? Because there's no possible way they would miss with that card in their deck. Yeah, Greasefang. Do I sack? No, I think 4's good. Right is also what Sorcery does in his Greasefang. Yeah, that's true. I guess sacking there is fine. If they have like a Brittle Cathar or something, I just sack Lieutenant. Yeah, maybe it's better to sack. 4, 7. Yeah, I guess I can't force the Mutavault Chump next turn with this, but they don't really have good attacks, so we're kind of just chilling right now. And they can't ever kill us. Guess maybe they can kill us with Brave. I think we attack with the Lieutenant too, right? The 5/5. Yeah. I guess they have a decent-ish double block with these two, but okay, I'll just trade for the 4/4. Oh, you know what they probably have? Eiganjo. So I'm just not gonna sack here because I get blown up by Eiganjo. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Okay, well now I'll sack. Played Scorn-Blade there instead of Witness, you don't die to Brave. Oh, I could have made this a 6/6. Yeah, maybe that was better. Go counters here. I don't know how they're ever getting out of this. Because they're also trading off their 4/4. Absolutely top. Sure, white. Alright, you figure it out. Alright, they're at 3. They are now in the Mutavault Abyss. I have a card that they basically can't kill. We're chilling. This isn't even my deck. This is Kellen. This is Kellen's deck. Kellmaster P. I don't know if he's still in chat, but this is Kellen's deck. It's kind of a masterpiece. I love everything about this deck. 3-bin Inspector. You got it. Yeah, we don't talk about the last league. It's fine. So I guess I can go Scorn-Blade here, right? Scorn-Blade counter here to make it a 5/5. We'll go. I guess we'll Knight-Errant pre-combat. Doesn't really change a lot, but it does make this a 6/6. Okay, yes. I'll take a Bondwarden and a Reinforcement. Combat, attack both. They have to chump both. Is our opponent streaming too? Oh no. Well, they have another Mutavault, so it's fine, but... Oh, it's Dykeman? I didn't know that. Cool, cool, cool. I didn't know this was Dykeman. Oh, well, also, I didn't give the thing pro-white. It's fine. I guess, yeah, no, I was supposed to give that thing pro-whites to force the Mutavault chump. I don't think it really matters. I don't think anything I do matters at this point. Those are words. Those are, in fact, some of the words of all time. Yep, words. Bruh. Oh, why did I sack that? I guess they gain a life. Oh, well that's... No, they had the Mutavault, it's not game. It's pretty fucking good, though. Alright, cool. They were super dead, they had no outs. That is something I definitely agree with. We'll keep this. Double Knight's kind of awkward. Oh, we do have... We're on a hype train is close. The scam train is... All aboard the scam train. 4 dogs, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you. Choo-choo! How did Urbrask Storm go? We went 1-3 drop and then 2-3 the second league. So not the best, but choo-choo. Yeah. But I think we could definitely improve it by adding the Rens Resolves to give it more consistency. So I think you definitely want to play Rens Resolve. Just like 4 Resolve and 4 Resolve, 4 Impulse. Just like max out on the draw spells. I think that would make the deck a lot better. Well, thank you, Hilarious. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say that. I must be doing something right if y'all are still here, so... Have a Fatal Push. Fatal Push. I think I have to cast this for Knight purposes, although I can't even Knight next turn, so it's kind of awkward. No, I have not played any Modern since... I don't think... When's the last time I played Modern? Like 2 months ago at this point? I have not really been playing Modern. It's not really my jam right now. I'm focusing a lot more on Pioneer. Oh, thanks, Big Z. It's nice of you to say. Be Cartel here. It's kind of awkward if they have 2 removal spells, but it is a much better use of my mana. So I think I'm going to. Like now if I draw any land, we can go Witness Knight-Errant, so I think it's worth it. Moonshield coming in with the 5-pack, 5 gifted subs. If you didn't get one, chat, simple as that, type dodge. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted sub, Moonshield. I appreciate that. That's very, very nice of you. We're on level 2 hype train. Thank you so much. That's very, very nice of you. Liliana of the Veil. So I have to sack the Berserker here. It's a little awkward. Hope they don't have Fatal Push. It's so weird that it like does the 5 separate and then it'll do the I got 5 on it after that. I don't know why it does that, but I'm turning this one up. I feel like it should do the 5 on it first, but I don't know. Do we sack Witness to kill Liliana? No, I'm kind of in if they want to chump block. I think. How do you know if Prime attached, Prime ready to use? I don't know what you mean by that. So, oh, you're saying like how do you know if your Prime sub is available? When you click on subscribe, it should bring up a window, and if you scroll down in the window, it should give you an option that says subscribe for free. How is that a crab? What's a crab? Oh, no, it's supposed to be a crab cake. That's the idea. There used to be a joke on the stream where I would eat crab cakes every day, you know. Yeah, so if you go to the channel and you click on subscribe, if it should give you an option to say, it would say like subscribe for free with Prime. You know what I mean? Speaking of crabs, all right, no sack here. Come on, stop. I guess I can return for 2. Wait, they're not dead, are they? Not even close. No, because I have to tap the Cartel to get both back. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, pass. Oh, no, it's a sorcery. Okay, I have to do it now. I forgot it was a sorcery. So we'll do this. Return for 2. I don't know why I thought this was an instant. I assume this is lethal next turn, right? Should be pretty close to it. Wait, I'm an idiot. I could have sacked this and just got it back for free, right? Oh, no, I still can only do it for 2. Yeah, okay. So we go counter here, I think? And then... No, we have to go counter here. Yeah, counter here, sack, yeah, counter here, okay. Or no, I guess counter here was better, right? Because this isn't Bondwarden. I was thinking this was Bondwarden, but no, it's not Bondwarden. I forgot this wasn't Bondwarden. That was bad. Chat, we got a minute left on the train, level 2, don't let it die! What are you looking at? You're looking at Arcbound Ravager at home, that's what you're looking at. It's like its link doesn't give you the for free. So you would know if you were already subscribed, there would be like a little badge next to your name, the D badge. That is that's the subscriber badge. Oh yeah, because Rally was an instant. Is there a reason why Return is a sorcery and Rally is an instant? Like they're kind of the same card, right? Basically the same. This Rally is infinitely better. Well, I know it's better because it's an instant, you know. Short Fang with the gift that's up. Thank you so much, buddy. Is that level 3? Is that a level 3 hype train? Sheesh. Level 2 complete. You'll love to see it. Oh, we're just going to get bodied by this Harvester, right? Level 3, baby. Short Fang, thanks again for the gifted. Again, if you got gifted a sub from anybody today, be sure to thank them in the chat. Do not forget. Thank you, Short Fang. Do I play any of the cubes? Well, I was thinking about, if we have time today, I was thinking about playing the cubes. So I guess we go sack, counter here, right? We definitely sack. Yeah, I think we counter here. I don't know if it matters because we don't have a Bondwarden. Like, if this was a Bondwarden, I would just go counter here, right? And then we would go, like, sack here, counter, you know what I mean. I feel like we have lethal, but same time, tomorrow's episode of Dragon Ball. Well, Shorefang, have a good night, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks again for the gifty. Hope you have a wonderful night. So we'll choose black. Could have gone sack Berserker, but counters on Ozolith pre-combat, counters on Pupil, and you get the full Star Pupil experience. Oh, didn't they have a mana up, though? Isn't that kind of greedy if they have Fatal Push? Because they did have 1 mana up, right? Breathe easy, the doctors are about to arrive. Because I think they had a mana up, if I recall correctly. They're at 18. I feel like we're a little short of lethal. Maybe I screwed this up. Yeah, they had 1 untapped because they stacked the Bloody OT. I know for a fact they had 1 untapped. It's for Hot Pockets? Well, I mean, that's the Magic experience, right? Did you guys watch the I don't normally watch the Professor, but he does have good content. But I remember watching the video he posted where he did an unboxing of the Hot Pockets. That was pretty funny. All right, math time. This isn't even close, right? So, return for 2, get back Pupil Berserker. Okay, let's do some math here. Return for 2, Pupil Berserker. Pupil counter on... Or Berserker counter on Pupil. Sack Pupil counters on Berserker. Ozolith goes to 4? Yeah, I guess you probably need Bondwarden. So we're close, though, right? Because it's 4... So, Pupil, Berserker counter on Pupil, sack Pupil, 4 on Ozolith, 2 on Berserker, sack Berserker, 6 on Ozolith, that's 10, right? Yeah, I think I counted 10 too. So, I wonder in that case, do we just go Specialist back Pupil, sack Pupil pre-combat, load up on Aristocrat, and go for a 2-turn clock? And we still have 2 blockers left? That makes sense, right? I think I like that. So go here, get back Pupil, sack Pupil pre-combat, load up on the... Yeah, I like this. Sack Pupil here, counter here. Get pro black. Go to combat, make it an 8-8. Yeah, they're definitely dead next turn. Alright, 8-ball. 8-ball, corner pocket. What are their outs? I don't even know. Because we have a 3-2 lifelink back to block 2. They only have 1 card in hand. Yeah, this is game 1, so no extinction event. They go to rather brought back Scorn Black for the draw there. Isn't the... Oh, I guess the Pupil's the same damage, right? Because... No, it's 1 less damage, right? Scorn Blade counter here. Yeah, so it's 1 less damage. But maybe it didn't matter, right? Maybe that didn't matter. Because, like, they're dead anyways. I don't think the 1 damage matters that much. Alright, chat. The train has died. But thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much. Y'all are too kind to me. Way too kind. I mean it when I say that. You put up with all my bullshit. This song is a banger. This isn't even my deck. This is Kelmaster P's deck. Which, by the way, I have to say, shout out to Kellen. This deck is a fucking masterpiece. Like, this is one of the coolest decks I've ever played, so big shout out to Kellen. Yeah, they're dead to the rally, I believe. Right, we just rally back Pupil Berserker. Yeah, this is like 100% lethal, right? More fun than good. I mean, you did 4-1 back-to-back leagues with it, so it can't be that bad, right? Okay, so we respond to this. Name black. So we can't get pushed. I wonder if I just don't block if they attack. Yeah, I think we just don't block here. We're at 13, we can take 5. What's up, Oko? Playing some Ravager Humans. But, you know, this is the Walmart Arcbound Ravager. This deck is so sweet. Alright, so now we go... We don't even have to tap this. So let's go land, return back these 2. Yeah, the Walmart Ravager. Ravager at home. Does it matter what we target? I guess we target this, right? Alright, they scooped. Cool. Alright, Alright, what do you want against Rakdos? Rakdos. Definitely want Specialist. See, it's kind of weird, right? Because if you expect them to bring in more graveyard hate, do you feel like having this much graveyard interaction post-board is a little bit too much if they're going to bring in Hearse? Because we showed them 2 returns. They're probably going to load up on graveyard hate. But maybe that's fine. Cut down a return? Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe like 2. I don't know if I like Gobakhan. It's pretty easy for them to just like make like a blocker. And if they play a Bloodtithe Harvester, a lot of our creatures just only have 1 power that just don't attack through that. So it's kind of hard for us to flip the Gobakhan. Yeah, they're definitely going to bring in Go Blank. I've tried so many different variants of Hardened Scales. Gobakhan's good if Ritual's the sweeper. Yeah, and they almost will certainly have more events than Rituals. Most of the time. I think they're usually on like 3-2 or 3-1 sometimes. I think we'll just try this with no push, no Gobakhan. I do want push if they have Shade, but they didn't show us the Shade game 1 and not everybody's playing it, so. I've tried just about every variant of Hardened Scales you can possibly imagine. And my conclusion is that they all suck, unfortunately. Like, the biggest issue about playing Hardened Scales is the card Hardened Scales. Like, you revolve your deck around it by so much. And the nice thing about this, that, like, this version, it doesn't have scales, but it's, like, it just has a good beatdown plan. You know, 1-drops plus Knight-Errant and Lieutenant, just, like, a good plan B. They kept 7. I hate this hand, but I also don't like mulligan against Rakdos. Thoughts on the rogue decks? I haven't seen you try them after Mastermind. Yeah, they're not really my jam. Like, I don't really have any plans to play the rogues decks. But they're very good. They're just not like my style, so. We love scales. Look, I love scales as much as the next person. Doesn't mean I know it. Doesn't mean I'm going to say it's good. You know? So, like, this is the version that we played the last time. And I think the version that I was the happiest with... Go. This one? No, this was mono green, right? Yeah, this deck sucked. Here it is. Oh, you can't leak the Get Rid of Goo. So this is the version that I was playing. So, like, you have Experiment 1 Pelt Collector, which both pair incredibly well with Botanical Brawler and Conclave Mentor. So, like, either one of these into either one of those on turn 2 is pretty powerful. And then you have, like, Duelist with Aspirant to go deep there. You have your, 10 copies of Scales. Like, this looks like a good deck, but just didn't play out that well, unfortunately. Wow, Legendary Seto Kaiba and Legendary Yugi Moto has followed us. Sheesh. I'd love to see it. Cooking with counters. Bondwarden, Hangerback. Okay, so you're on, like, Artifacts with Steel Overseer. Yeah, I'll be trying a version of that, too. See, the thing about Steel Overseer is I think if you're playing Overseer, you kind of want to be playing black for Tyvar. So, like, we had another version of green-black Scales. Very, very similar to the list that you had, but we had, instead of Conclave Mentor, you get Winding Constrictor, and instead of the white 1-drop, you play this card. And this card also pairs extremely nicely with Hangerback Walker. So that was a really cool interaction. There were so many cool things going on with that green-black deck. I want to find it. What did we call it? I don't remember. This? No. Definitely was not that. Why can't I find that deck? What the hell did we call it? This? Yeah, here it was. So the idea here was you use Berserker to sack Walker. You have Tyvar to untap Overseer and give it haste. There's a lot of cool stuff going on with that deck, so. Swish, thank you for the raid, buddy. Crush you on Mono White, Sag. Thank you for the raid, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm not going to put our counter here because they might have Stomp. I'm just going to put a counter here. Came here for the Aristocrat screenshot. Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't made another 28-28 protection from red creature, but we went super ham that game. I don't think our opponent thought they were going to die from that particular life total that game. Okay, let's go draw a card. I think this is good. Yeah, we just, like, one-shotted our opponent from 20. It was pretty sicko. Oh, yeah. It's tough, It's like there's a lot of things to think about with these kinds of decks. Just, you know, at any point you can just die from out of nowhere. Yeah, there's a lot of math involved. When was Lurrus banned? Was it the first few waves of bans, or was it later? No, Lurrus wasn't banned in Pioneer until around the same time that it was banned in Modern, I think. Is that lethal? It's pretty damn close. So let's go Cartel. Ozolith Lieutenant, I think. Counter there. Can I... No, it's not lethal, right? Go... Yeah, it's like not even close. It'll be lethal next turn. Not this. Bad ball. Opinion on Zulaport. I don't know if you need Zulaport in a deck like this. It seems like one of those cards that's just very win more. But it could be good. Yeah, Lurrus in this deck would be bonkers. Jesus. Yeah, a couple of people in chat have asked about Zulaport Cutthroat. I'm just not sure where you would really need it. But it is potentially a card that you'd want to play, because you are doing a lot of sacrificing, so. This deck needs scales. Just splash green for scales, yeah. Lurrus really is too much. I can't handle Lurrus. Main issue is reinforcements allows you to cast Knight-Errant. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't cut reinforcements for it. And like you don't really want to cut any of the 1-drops. So it's like at that point, what are you even cutting? It's tough to make room. Well, they discarded Extinction Event, which means they're probably casting Extinction Event. I mean, we just let it go. I guess maybe sacking the Lieutenant was good. Yeah, sacking Lieutenant was probably good there, right? Just to put it in the graveyard in case we draw a return. Oh. That's lethal, right? I believe so? Cartel. Pupil, so it's 4... 5... It's only 7? Right? 4 counters on Ozolith. Oh, sorry. Pupil, sack Pupil, counter there, 5. That's 5 plus 2 is 7. Yeah. 7's probably worth it, right? Because that makes the Cartel lethal. Yeah, I think I like that. Although, kind of awkward if they have 2 removal spells next turn. Right, because if they go removal spell here, I sack this. Counters here, then they just kill the Cartel. But then, like, any creature is good. It's kind of a tough spot. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that. Does deck ever play General Kudro for the Greasefang matchup? I don't think that's a good way to approach the Greasefang matchup. You're better off playing like stuff like Ray of Enfeeblement. If you want a good card in black against Greasefang, just play Ray. Ray's great. Okay, that's fine. They're probably holding up Fatal Push here. So any creature is lethal. That is, in fact, a creature. Guess what I'm going to see in the next League Dump? What am I going to see in the next League Dump? It doesn't really matter what we target, right? Target here, I guess. I don't think it matters. Timestamp. Mardu DJ? Well, you 5-0'd with it? Let's go. I didn't know you 5-0'd with it. That's awesome. That is so sick. What could they possibly have for 1 mana here? I don't think there's anything, right? I hope there's not something that I'm missing. Attack. It's like 1 mana Edict. Alright, cool. We got him. 2-0, let's go. So this person plays a lot of mono green. Assuming we draw a land, is this hand good enough to beat green? I mean, we should probably just mulligan, right? I feel like in order to beat green, you kind of need the Ozolith. I could be wrong. I'm going to ship this. Okay, this is better. I think I'm putting back the 3rd land. Let's go with this. Much better. Okay, not mono green. Shit, I've been jebaited. You got jebaited. Is there a world where you just don't play a creature here? It's probably 2 cap, right? I mean, the first hand was worse against Rakdos anyways, so. I would only consider keeping a hand like the first hand if I knew for a fact my opponent was playing mono green and also thought that the matchup was bad. Storm didn't go too well. We went 1-3 drop and then 2-3. Have to play a 2-drop here for mana considerations. I guess I don't want to play Cartel because that puts me in an awkward spot where they go sack, target, I sack, they stomp, and I get blown out. So I think I'm just going to play Lieutenant here. And I think I'll just offer the trade because that plays around stomp. Because they can sack this to kill this anyways, right? I think attacking is good. How would you evaluate the difference between the cards? You're coming from the raise solid to keep Grimclimb off the board. Have a good chance to grow human kill for power. So the reason that I think it's more important to play something like Ray is instant speed. Like sorcery speed interaction against Grimclimb is almost never where you want to be. That's the biggest issue. I really wish these were Witnesses. Witness is so good against Rakdos. Isn't there like another effective copy of Witness? I don't know how many is too many, but I think I'm going to play Pupil, Lieutenant, discard this. I think that's my plan. Don't know if that's a good plan, but... Garrison Cat. So it's reverse, right? Where Garrison Cat is not a human, but it makes a human, right? Yeah, it's the reverse. Okay. Is that good? Like, I guess it doesn't trigger Lieutenant on the first trigger, but maybe it's still fine. All right, what spell? So this is the list that you 5-0'd with. All right, Spell Skittles get a nice 5-0 with this deck. Githian, Skrelv, Zergo, Klain, Thalia, Valky. So it's basically the same thing, but you cut the Ulamogs for 2 Kenrith and a 25th land. How good has Kenrith been? It seems like it's still a pretty good hit off of Jeru. Why do all these Rakdos gamers have main deck Shadow? What the hell? Why? Why do they all have main deck Shadow? Stop. All have main deck Shadow. Can you use Plaza to activate abilities or only cast spells? What's the exact text on Plaza? I cannot possibly win this game. Is it only cast? So you can't use Plaza of Heroes to activate Kenrith. That's kind of sad. Imagine showing people in like 2001 when Nantuko Shade was printed, because people at the time of Nantuko Shade's printing thought it was like the most broken card of all time. Go back in time and show them this card. They would literally shit. They would not even know what to do with themselves. It was good in 2001. I agree with you. Shade was busted back then. But that also had a lot to do with the other supporting cast of the, like the rest of the busted black cards they printed. All right, you win. I'm out. Stop. Yeah, and tell them it's pretty medium. Yeah, I know, right? So what did we do last time? We just did this. I think that was fine. I mean, no, we need push because they showed us the stupid card. We cut another return, maybe? Like, return, Fleshtaker for 2 Fatal Push. I don't like bringing in a lot of Fatal Push against Rakdos, but let's try 2. Yeah, you can play more Mana Confluences, maybe. The Mardu modes are best anyways. So what is it? Blue draw card, green counter, white gain life, red haste, black. Black is Zombify, right? So Zombify, haste, draw, pump, gain. Yeah, mutilate. What was the other card? Oh, fucking Mind Sludge. And again, you have to remember different times. Mind Sludge was busted in 2001. Like, that card was absurd. But again, different times. Yeah, Mirari too. Mirari, copy my Mind Sludge. This is why I hate bringing in Fatal Push in this matchup, by the way. This hand can never win, but I also can't go to 5, so... Any Pioneer Imperiosaur you can recommend? I would check out the Gruul list that I top 8 at the challenge with, Oko. That list has felt the best for me so far. We did also 4-1 twice yesterday with Imperiosaur and Elves, it was just like stock Elves with some Imperiosaurs. So that deck's pretty good too, but I think I prefer the Gruul version. It's basically just boats minus Sky Sovereign for Imperiosaur. The rest of the deck is essentially the same. You end up playing more Lovestruck Beast because Lovestruck Beast is kind of nice with Imperiosaur, because it gives you 2 bodies, but... I guess I have to play this. I mean, even if I draw a land, I don't want to play the Knight-Errant, right? I'm just going to hope they do nothing. Lotus is very good. They play Fable, I'm not going to push the token. Yeah, we are extremely dead. Did people play Mind Sledge when it got reprinted in Zendikar? I don't remember. I feel like they maybe did, but... What were the mono black cards around that time? It's like Vampire Hexmage, Gatekeeper of Malakir. Didn't Mutilate get printed into a core set at some point, too? It might have been around that time, actually. Do you remember what core set Mutilate was in? I want to say it was like 10th or M11 or something. Was it 13? Okay, never mind. Nighthawk was good, yeah. We want more than awards, so by far. That was an uninteresting match. Very unexciting. Can't keep this in the play. Okay, the hand's finally good. I'm going to put back Berserker? Do I put back Lieutenant and go 1-drop, double 1-drop? I mean, I could high roll, put back Berserker, 1-drop Lieutenant, try to rip a land, which is probably a little bit better, right? Let's do that. Let's high roll. This is much worse if I don't find a land, though. Maybe it's better to save the... Yeah, no, I should have saved the Bondwarden. I should have played this. That was bad. Started something because of the Jund Shadow days and the Heliod meta. Oh, yeah, that was when we played a ton of Jund Shadow. I remember those days. Those were fun. Okay, I guess we do that. If a dragon deck wins the standard PT, will I do a 24-hour stream? I don't want to commit to that. I mean, honestly, the dragon support's probably not that bad in standard, right? It's certainly a format that you can get away with playing 4-mana 4/4s. Pioneer, not so much. Alright, land mod check. It's not bad. Oh, wait. I mean, I have a sack outlet, so it's not that bad. I'm actually going to main phase this reinforcements, because I don't want them responding, and you know what I mean? Like, if I pass and they have double shock, I cast reinforcements, they shock and Bondwarden response, I sack and they shock again, so I think main phase is right. Do we try to eat the etching? I don't want to listen to this. I could block the 1/2 and sack Bondwarden. I could also just, like, take the damage. I think I'll block and sack the Bondwarden. I have to sack 2 things if I do that, though. No, because I block. They have to cast a spell, then I sack, right? They have Kakazan. I know that, but... I can also sacrifice my creatures so they don't... You know what I mean? This isn't just a Misery Shadow. This is... I can sacrifice my stuff and it still goes to the graveyard. Okay, let's do this. Wizard's Lightning. Targeting me. I will respond. Counter here. So they have to have another spell here. I mean, granted, if they have a removal spell for one of these, they can prevent me from casting Knight, which makes this is why this is really awkward, but why would they spike field me? That is preposterous. All right, I mean, sure. What? Why didn't they just kill one of my creatures? What the hell? Red deck, ideal face. Go upstairs. You know the drill. 3 Stoke the Flames in hand? Maybe. Well, now they only have 2 cards. Lieutenant gives me good blocks, kind of. Tough turn. Tough turn. Lieutenant, pass, maybe? Could also go Lieutenant, return for 1, counter here, make it a 5/5. I think I'm just going to Lieutenant pass. Gives me pretty good blocks. Like, I guess I could have played... Maybe playing the 4/4 is better, but I only have 1 blocker that way. It's, like, more of a chance I die that way. Doing it this way means that I almost certainly don't die, and then I can just sack Lieutenant and get it back with the return next turn. Jesus Christ. What is going on over there? What in tarnation? Alright, do this. I think I'm gonna chump block the Soul Scar. And maybe take 4? Maybe trade for this? Because I don't want to get back the reinforcements, right? I don't want to lose this much material, though. I'm going to do this. This might be a little risky, but... We're just passing priority? Alright, I'll respond. Just have, like, 2 more Wizards lighting his hand, I guess? And they have a land. Jesus. Upstairs, baby. Upstairs. Alright, no cards in hand. We need as many blockers as possible, I think. So I probably cannot... going to 3 here sucks, but... 4, 6... Don't think I can attack, especially with the Den. 3, 4... Because if they draw a land, they could have 6 attackers. And going to 3 here is obviously super risky, but... Okay. Oh. Alright. We died. Mono red, huh? Mono red, huh? Yeah, the classic mono red. Classic mono red. Smork. Smork, I cast red spells. Fatal Push probably okay. Return seems painfully slow in this matchup. I might just cut them all, actually. Yeah, I think I like that. Like, we don't really need to combo kill against them, I don't think. As long as we can stave off their early pressure, we can kind of grind them out. Yeah. Maybe I want all the specialists. Return seems better than Knight. Well, it's kind of the same thing, right? I guess you're getting the blockers back when you cast Return. What format is the Sweet Mom Girl Dino deck for? It's for Pioneer, and yes, you can play... The entire deck is playable on Arena. I actually just well, I had all of the stuff for it. The only thing I didn't have was the dinosaurs. But yeah, the entire deck is playable on Arena if you want to play that Gruul deck. Again, it's basically just Gruul boats cutting Sky Sovereign for Dino. I think I double 1-drop here. Maybe it's not worth taking a damage. Could have also went Berserker, target, attack, sack, make a 1/1. But I'm just going to chump block the Witness here, and then get it back with Specialist. I guess I'll chump block with Berserker. Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, they're not attacking, duh. Alright, well, I'm attacking. It's a long way down. I guess now it's awkward with the Kumanos, because they can exile our stuff with the Specialists. Could have held up Block Sack, maybe that was better. Oh, I definitely should have held up Block Sack, right? Yeah, because then I could just go Specialist tap land next turn. Yeah, that would have been better. Because now if they start firing off my creatures, this makes it really awkward. Better in Explorer than Historic, I'm guessing? Almost certainly, yeah. Yeah, God, this card is so annoying. Stop! Stop it! Jesus Christ. Chill, bro. Chill! Chill! Chill. It's actually more damage to do it this way. Right, I think. I have to put a counter on the Specialist to prevent Bone Crusher Giant from happening. I mean, still in a fine spot. And I see Spike's red-white can vote deck with Halo Hopper. Yeah, the problem with... God, stop. The problem with playing it, trying to port it to Pioneer is, because I thought about that, you lose the second copy of Kuldotha Rebirth, and that makes it really hard to, like, establish the fast convoke stuff. How the fuck did I lose this game, by the way? My hand was so good. Oh, God. Alright, dead. Yeah, I mean, their draws were also, like, completely insane, right? Like... Their draws were disgusting. Holy shit. Alright, let's get a 3-2 prediction. I cannot believe how good their draws were. My God. Alright, 3-2. Question mark. We need a little bit of Gambit today, because we haven't done a Gambit yet. All right, Gemba's up. Will we 3-2? Do you believe? I know I believe. I mean, surely this is the hand, right? This has to be like a turn 4 kill. I hope they're playing mono green. If they're playing mono green, we win. Okay. Turn 4? Yeah, if uninteracted, I'm pretty sure this is a turn 4 kill. Now, granted, our opponent has, you know, red mana, so we're probably going to get interacted with, but... We play Aristocrat or Bondwarden Ozolith. Also, this fucking card again. I hate this card. I think it's better to Aristocrat here. It's worse if they have 2 1-mana shocks, but... Or 2 1-mana removal spells, I should say, but... You're banning me? Why are you banning me? What did I do to you, Ari? Yeah, Jeru is basically Winota at home. I know what I did. Do I? Monka W? I feel like I don't know what I did. So we go Ozolith... Bondwarden? Counter on Pupil. Yeah, this should be lethal next turn. Right? Counter on Pupil? Does it matter? Counter on Pupil. Yeah, it's better to put the counter on the Pupil. Yeah, okay. I could... No, I don't want to sack now, I think. Do I? What if I just made a big cartel? So sack here. Can I make it a 2-turn clock? So this is 2 on Ozolith, 2 here, that's 4. This has 2. And then it would be... Yeah, I can make it a 10-10, right? Right? 2, it's 4, plus 2 here, move here. This has 2. Then sack here, 6-6 with 4 counters here. Yeah, I could just make it a 10-10. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll just, you know, just make a 10-10 on turn 3, no big deal. Just turn 3, 10-10, NBD. Oh my god! That's so broken! It doubles! Holy shit! I forgot that it doubles. That's insane! Oh my god, dude. God, this deck is so sick. This deck is so sick. So it's 12. Turn 3, 12. 12, no big deal. I mean, I guess we could take lethal damage somehow, but... 12, yeah. Just take 12. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I forgot that when you Bondwarden Pupil, you get 2 triggers. Because it essentially doubles up. I forgot about that. That's actually kind of insane. Because it gives you it gives you the same trigger when it dies, put its counters on target creature you control, but it basically doubles that. So I don't know that they can beat a 12/12 besides killing me, but yeah, the believers saw this the whole way. Wait, we're not dead to a Targus command, right? Definitely not dead to that. Yeah, when you bond another Bondwarden, you just go super deep. Yeah, Bondwarden on Bondwarden? I can't count that high. You kidding me? How do you expect me to count that high? I can barely count to 20. Alright, let's go against Mono Red. And by Mono Red, I mean Atarka Red. We're going to cut all these again. I like that plan. I know I cut the Ozoliths last time, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Oh, the life gain on Fleshtaker kind of matters. Shave a Berserker, maybe? No, I want to keep all the 1-drops. Honestly, I'm gonna cut a 2-drop. Do this. Remember they have expertise in sideboard. You think they'll bring it in? Probably, yeah. Keep checking in to see if you decide to play the best deck in Pioneer. Well, we played it all like for 4.5 hours yesterday, so we need some different stuff, but you may have convinced me to order the cards that I need for that deck, because I don't think I need a lot of expensive cards. I don't have Valkyries, though. How much are Valkyries in paper? Please tell me they're not expensive. They are $6. It's not too expensive. Is the 4/4 good in this matchup? We could shave 1. Yeah, it is kind of expensive, and you don't really want to like tap your blockers, so yeah, this deck is like crazy cheap. I mean, look at it on Stream Decker, right? It is like 50 tickets, paper price. It's a little bit more expensive in paper. Ozolith is like, what's that? $27? Is that right? Huh? Is Ozolith really a $27 card? Good God. What the hell? What on earth? $27 for an Ozolith? My brother in Christ. Was the Pog moment I missed in last game? We made a 12-12 on turn 3 against Mono Red. That's all. Just a turn 3 12-12. No big deal. We have to keep this, unfortunately. I think I'm only going to have to tap this once, so I'll just put back Godless Shrine. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't even... Oh, it was Bondwarden with Star Pupil. When you Bondwarden your Star Pupil and then sacrifice it, you get 2 triggers, and I didn't realize that. Because it essentially gives you the same text twice. So that's what I missed. I didn't realize that that's how that worked. That's how it worked. Yeah, it basically doubles up. Yeah, it's sick. Well, how much? What's the conversion rate? How much is 10 euro? I don't know what the conversion rate of euro to USD is. I think I double spell here, right? Yeah, let's double spell. Counter here. Honestly, do I attack? I'll chill. Oh, it's basically the same. So it's 1.11. So 10 euros, 11.06 USD. Gotcha. So that's not even that much of a difference. Didn't it used to be a lot more than that? I feel like it used to be significantly different. It's like 1.4 or 1.5 or something. I don't know. That might have been a while ago. But I feel like the last time I went to Europe, which was for the Brussels Pro Tour, that was what, 2016, I think? 2017, something like that. Yeah, so I think right around that is when I remember it being a little bit more. Okay, this is fine because I can just. Oh, now if they have shock, this is bad, right? Because they just shock the thing that I target. Yeah, okay, maybe that was a bad block. Yeah. Yeah, that's like worst case scenario. That's an absolute disaster. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have blocked. Where were you last turn, buddy? We are extremely dead. Will I still be on when I come back? Yeah, I mean, I still got like another league, at least, and then I want to try and do a cube draft after that, but we'll have to see how long the league takes. To be fair, the next deck that we're playing is Hammer, so probably not going to take that long. Honestly, their attacks are kind of bad, except for these, yeah. So, I can maybe still win. Nah, no dragons today. That's 6. It's the 30th anniversary cube. I don't have any good attacks, right? Goo. How did Urbras go? Not the best. 1-3 drop and then 2-3. But we did, I think, improve the deck after the leagues by adding the 4 Rens Resolve to make the deck a little bit more consistent. So, like, if you're interested in playing that, you know, probably want to play 4 Resolve, 4 Reckless Impulse. It was super cool, and I think maybe there's something there just because of simply how powerful Urabrask is. Like, that card is cracked. Every time I flipped Urabrask, it was nuts. Let's draw a card. I don't think we have any outs. 18. If we had an Ozolith, we'd probably have lethal, but yeah, we would definitely have lethal if we had an Ozolith. Unfortunately, we don't. What if I draw an Ozolith? I think if I draw an Ozolith, maybe might be enough. Have another volley. All right, even. Dead. Use caves to block. Well, I had a shock land, right? So if I shock and go to 1, block still take 1 because they had 2 flyers. This is my farewell. Best deck for a blind meta. Grease again. Probably just Greasefang, yeah. Greasefang, Rakdos, Mono Green. If you're playing like a totally blind meta game, I would recommend one of those 3 decks. Just play something that's like extremely proactive, has a very solid game plan, and those are definitely the 3 best decks. All right, play first. So close, but not quite. Oh well. Rough beats Man, I kind of think I have to put back this Fatal Bush. I think the only way I win is with Ozolith Cartel, especially on a 5-card hand. So, if I draw, like, back-to-back Bondwardens, maybe I can kill them. If I get, like, absurdly lucky, I can maybe kill them on turn 4, but it has to be, like, absurdly lucky. This will all end in tragedy. Okay. They don't have a creature? Ah, okay, alright. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, probably no longer a chance. I'm gonna attack first. I'm not gonna block with the token, or either of the 1/1s. Boop, boop, boop. Play with fire. Okay, you got it. This matchup seems kind of tough. Played it twice this league. If they just have 2 more removal spells, we're kind of fucked. And it definitely seems like they have 2 more removal spells. I mean, it's really hard to win when they draw... You know, every time we played against Red, they've just drawn 3 1-mana interactive spells, and it's like... Like, what do you want me to do, you know? What am I supposed to do, chat? I'm only one guy. That's a good draw. That is certainly a good draw. I don't know if it's good enough, but... I'm only one guy. Maybe if I draw the 4/4? The 4/4 is how I get out of this, right? Okay. Yeah, I can't block. I have to draw the 4/4. Not awful. I don't think it's enough, but it's not awful. I might just take 4 again if they attack. Okay. It's fine. They have Bushwhacker, maybe? Yep. So this is lethal, right? 11 damage. So probably shouldn't take 11. So I guess I'll do this. Even if you don't know. Do I have outs? Not technically dead. Go. Stop playing around, you know you're not alone. Yeah, hold. Take a Tarkus command. Alright, dude. Oh, man. Magic is great. Magic, you know, the reason I love Magic is because it's just so good. It's just so good sometimes. It's so good. That's why Magic is just the best game in the world. You'll never be... Alright, you know what? It's time to play some Hammer. Let's hammer these idiots. Chat, you ready to play some Hammer?